special guest in the race room today, Freddie Hunt, the son of the legendary race driver James Hunt. Freddie, welcome to the Pole Position sofa.
Thank you.
Now, tell us, for our viewers who perhaps don't know what you've been up to, tell us what you're doing at the moment.
What I'm doing at the moment, well, restarting the career, had a few years off, as some people know. Tackling Le Mans is the target. So the hunt for Le Mans is the title we decided to call it.
I like it a lot.
So I've got to, the next 2, 3, 4 seasons, build up enough experience to race in Le Mans, because it's quite a serious event. And the cars, well, they're a lot more powerful, a lot more grip than I've done before, and the competitors will have a lot more experience. So yeah, the next 2 or 3 seasons, just building up that experience. And as soon as I'm ready, have a crack at it once we've got the budget. So it might be next year, might be the year after. But
so all about experience gaining at the moment, and LMP2 is your target?
Yeah, initially, yeah. And then if that all goes well, then obviously the ultimate goal will be LMP1. But
so the hunt for Le Mans, that's very good, we like that. Very, very good. Okay, so we opened up our Facebook and Twitter to all of you to ask questions to Freddie. It was hashtag P1AsksFHunt. We've got a few questions. Are you ready for this, Freddie? Hope you're ready.
I think so.
Okay, so Alan Antrobus, thank you very much for getting in touch. They are asking, will you be driving your father's M23 at Silverstone during the Grand Prix? That's if the car is part of the historic festival. Have you been asked?
During the Grand Prix, I don't think so.
That'd be dangerous.
Yeah,
That'd be dangerous.
I just muscle my way up to the front of the grid. Stand aside, boys, I'm coming in.
Oh, I love it.
No, I think the car's going to be there that weekend. Well, one of, was it M23? One of Chris Evans Chris Evans has one of the McLaren. I think it's actually the M26. I know he's driving it there. I might be able to wangle an invitation, I don't know. But he did mention bringing the Hesketh there that day. But nothing materialised yet. I imagine he's been a bit busy recently.
So you would if you're asked, definitely,
yes,
if there was a chance. Very nice. So yeah, watch out at Silverstone if you're there. So Alan Antrobus, thank you very much for your question. Firdaus Soleil says, would you like to be an F1 driver?
Possibly, not ruling it out, but I think it's just very, it's a long way down the line. I'm too old, really, I think, and the lack of experience.
How old are you? Tell us.
I just turned 27, exactly, so...
Well, they're older. Jenson Button, much older.
Well, I know, but he's got a lot more years experience than me. I mean, I think for me to get there, I'd probably have to at least 4 or 5 years on the trot, winning consistently and been showing a really dominant performance, and then to even think about getting a phone call from the Formula 1 team.
So not at the moment. At the moment, it is all about Le Mans for you.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Firdaus. Hope that answers your question. John Brown's been in touch. He says, who do you want to win the F1 Drivers' Championship this year? It's a serious battle going on there, isn't it? Are you on top of it? Are you watching the Formula 1 a lot?
Yeah, no, I am. Well, out of the contestants who are likely to win it, that's going to be Rosberg, Hamilton, Ricciardo, let's say those 3. I think I quite like Ricciardo to do it.
He's cool, isn't he?
Yeah, that'd be really
What a
cool.
smiley guy.
Yeah, but I wouldn't be upset if Lewis or Rosberg won it. I'd like Rosberg to win because he hasn't won yet, and I think he deserves it. But
As
again,
a fellow Brit, Lewis Hamilton.
Well, exactly. So it's not really. It's a difficult choice to make.
And I think the battle is going to rumble on all season, I think, as well, isn't it? It's going to be quite exciting.
Yeah, and I think the Red Bull will get stronger and stronger. I think
Do you?
Towards the end of the season, well, they've done it so far. They've got all the resources for it. I mean, they've done it in previous years.
Yeah.
So I don't see why, come the end of the season, they're going to be right on pace with the Mercedes.
Okay, I like it. Nice little analysis there. Benjamin Peschler says, which team are you supporting in F1 this year?
McLaren, of course.
Oh, yes.
But no, the Force India, I like those guys. They're doing really well as well.
Quite sneaky, aren't they? They've got a good little pairing there as well, Perez and Hulkenberg.
Yeah, I like the drivers as well.
You mentioned McLaren. Is it a bit disappointing to see them so kind of, well, this year better than last year, but not really where you expect McLaren to be? Yeah,
but every team has their peaks and troughs, don't they? Ferrari, mid to late 80s, they were dismal, weren't they? But, teams come and go, they'll be back.
You've got confidence in them. Good. Watch out, McLaren. John Ormerod says, do you feel like you have more pressure going into racing, seeing as you are James Hunt's son? I'm sure you get this one a lot.
Yeah, and how to answer it is, I guess, yes, there is. Well, there shouldn't be. But before, I used to put a lot of pressure on myself, which I shouldn't have done, and it was counterproductive. But yes, and that's trying to manage that is one of my tasks.
Is that sort of why you've chosen LMP2 as a target rather than F1? Do you think? Or?
No. The fundamental reason for choosing LMP2 was the cars. That's what attracted me, but the main thing. I'd like to drive cars like Formula 1 cars, lots of grip and lots of power, but like I said, it's unrealistic for me to get to Formula 1, so what's the next best thing? And that to me is prototypes.
Brilliant. Good question. Thank you, John. And Jack Pickering, well, we know him as Jack Pico, #91. He's asking you, have you seen Rush? I guess you might have.
Yes, I have.
And if so, what are your opinions on it?
Great movie, definitely, on the whole. It was very successful, everyone liked it, and I think it was a really good movie. But there were some inaccuracies. Now, it was a movie, not a documentary, so I can't moan too much, but I think they didn't need to add some things in, and they didn't need to take some things out. They left a few parts out, which were quite important. A couple of Dad's race wins, which they left out, and also the British Grand Prix scene, which is one of the most exciting moments in the history of the sport, and they left it out. So that was quite surprising. And the other part they left out, which is a little bit irritating, was they almost neglected all of Dad's bad luck that season. So he lost a lot of points, and so obviously they focused a lot on Nicky's crash, which is fine. So one could think that Dad lost the championship, Dad won the championship because of Nicky's crash, but that wasn't the case at all. So that was the only thing that upset me a little bit, but you know, like I said, on the whole, I like the film.
It's tricky, isn't it? Because it's a Hollywood blockbuster. It's not.
Exactly.
It's got to sell the seats. And
they've got to sell it to everyone. Exactly.
Yeah. But it was. We enjoyed it. We thought it was good for the motorsport fan. I think it got a lot of people interested in it. If you're not a typical F1 fan, it could be exciting for anyone. I think.
Definitely. I know there was a lot of things about it, not just the movie itself, that I really liked. I think it was a great success in that respect as well.
Brilliant. Okay, thank you, Jack Pickering. X Value Trading have been in touch, saying, do you have any new exciting sponsors to mention? Do you, Freddie?
Yes, I do, actually.
Very good. What a good question.
I do. It's a new company that started up. It's about gambling and betting. They're very good at what they do. Their name is X Value Trading. So do follow them on Twitter. They can advise you how to make money.
And it's all about finding sponsors, isn't it? You mentioned the budgets involved and stuff. You need to have good sponsors behind you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you can't do it without the money. And generally that comes through commercial sponsorship. If you've got a sugar daddy with billions, great, but not many people do.
Yeah, exactly. You need these big corporations behind you. And so I've got a question. Are you like your daddy, do you think?
In many ways, yes. Do I party like him? Yes and no. No, because of the knowledge I've now got that he didn't have. Learned from his mistakes.
Yes, exactly.
But no, yeah, we are pretty similar in many ways, I think.
And you've got a brother as well, so is he like your dad, or who's more like your dad?
Well, in what respect? I think physically his facial characteristics is more similar, but I'm the same height as Dad and more same sort of build and structure. Tom's a lot shorter and hasn't got the same structure, but we're both very much like him, really, in different ways.
Brilliant. Well, thank you very much for coming into the studio. Thank you for answering our questions. Do get in touch if you've got any more questions. Freddie will always answer those for you on Twitter. Hopefully we will see you in LMP2 soon, but keep in touch with the channel and we will follow his progress. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I take you to the candy shop. I let you, but I let you stop.